I noticed that many times that when I, for example, talk to girls and then I show them something out of my life or I tell them what we're doing for like photo shoots or even trips, and then I just have to pull out my phone and show them my Instagram, and then they see all the content, all the pictures, the after movies from the trips that we have been. And when they see those videos, they instantly feel way more comfortable talking to me. Then you will see this smile becoming stronger. They will ask more questions just because they see you in that video hanging around with other girls, spending time with other girls. They will feel instantly more comfortable towards you when they see another man either being in a relationship or hanging around with other girls. Because again, women pre-select other men. So this guy must have something for other women to feel comfortable around him. And now I feel comfortable around him as well.
So some guys who have seen our profile, right? If you haven't, just check it out, hit the Instagram description. They might think, hey, like you guys look like players. I'm not a player. I have a wife. But if you have a wife, like I don't know why you're watching this, but like, do I have to post girls on my profile to be able to have a cool ass Instagram?
Not necessarily. I mean, you can post girls on your Instagram profile as part of pre-selection. You can do that, but it's very important to not brag, to not post those pictures in a very braggy way, right? So if you don't post any girls on your Instagram profile, you can still make it look high status and still do some club promotion. That's totally fine. But you will miss some sort of pre-selection there. I mean, you can still have pictures of you being in the club, in the DJ booth, or with other high-value people, which will give you some pre-selection aspects as well, but not necessarily pre-selection aspects when you show yourself with other women. So that's that aside, right? So what I tell our clients in most cases, and this is a very easy way to distinguish if people are trying to brag, let's say, for example, with girls, because I've seen it a lot, that some guys just want to brag with the girls they're hanging around. I mean, it's cool to show off with girls. For example, if you're in front of a photo wall with them or at some very high-end fashion show and you want to take a group picture of them, that's completely fine, but it shouldn't like dominate your feed. It shouldn't like look the way that you're only doing content is to show the world that you can get a group picture of these girls. In the end, it's about the vibe that your profile should give the people that who are visiting your profile. And the easiest way to make content look authentic is to show all the things that you have in your photos as if they're part of your lifestyle. So this is the easiest way.
Yeah,
right?
Make it look like it's low effort.
It's low effort. It's just a snippet. It's just a candid photo that just happened of you being you.
Even though you clearly went up there,
Yeah.
posed, wore nice clothes, but you have to make it look like it's low perceived. Because that's the name of the game.
That's the name of the game.
There are so many other benefits that I see if you are an event promoter, right? Because you are a social person and you're making so many good connections. Like, for example, in the VIP sections, that's also a very good place. Let's say you go to a very nice techno festival, or in the US, there's like, you go to a nice club or a high-end event where it's like a big DJ like Marshmello. And then if you are able to get backstage access, you could be working as an engineer, you could be working as an entrepreneur, but you could do like this promotion on the side to even make more connections. Imagine like you can get access to backstage in one-on-one with like your favorite celebrities, favorite gurus, influencers, and then you backstage with them, and then you can spark out connections. I met so many people just like that because I was able to make good connections with like guys who are making 7 figures, 8 figures, just because I was there. And then I was like, everyone knew me in that circle. That's also a very positive thing. For some people, maybe more important than just, getting more girls.
I know there are some guys out there who just use club promotion just to get access to more rich and richer guys. So they essentially don't really care about girls or the VIP area or the music in the club. All they care about is just to bring some value to the club in order for other guys to be pleased and then get access to them. So this is one way you can use as well, right? If your main goal is to just get access to some guys who have money, because essentially guys who are in the VIP area or have some comp tables, they had to pay for it, and not everyone is able to pay for those tables. And I remember a couple of nights that we had when we were having our VIP lounge that we, of course, got for free because we're bringing girls to the club all the time. But just the lounge next to us, there were some guys, I don't want to say looked rich, but you just saw they had to have something going on in their lives. And then in some instances we talked to them, and then it turned out for them to be being like entrepreneurs or something else. So that's a very, very easy way to get connections as well.
When you use this, you can include that in all other, let's say, lead getting strategies. You can, when you're swiping on the apps, if you don't have time to go on multiple days, you just invite everyone to a club and then see which one resonates. Also with cold approach to do the same. So there's like multiple strategies that you can layer on top and then bring them all to the club. And then you get so much pre-selection, so many advantages. And then at the end of the evening, if you see someone is ready for some adventurous chemistry, then you can proceed with the adventurous chemistry.
Yeah, sure. So there's nothing holding you back, right? And of course, you can filter girls out that way. So some girls, they may or may not like you, but then they will see you talking to other girls in the group at your table. And then all of a sudden, they will probably start to like you. Or maybe some girls happen to me as well that you initially don't really like, or you don't know them very well. And then you get to spend some more time with them, or you will see them qualifying for your attention. And then all of a sudden, you will start to like them even more. So I've done that quite a few times where I wasn't sure about some girls. I just brought them to the club or some online date that I wasn't very motivated to meet, but I just said, hey, you can just join us for the club or something else. I mean, there's never enough girls. I mean, in some instances, we had some nights where there were too many girls, but actually you can't have too many girls at your table. So that's the cool thing about that.
Well, to talk about that, there was like one time, Max, where we had like this VIP lounge. It was me, you, and 30 girls. And it was so fucking hot. Like, I was wearing a full sleeve, right? It was winter, I was wearing full sleeve. I was like drained in my sweat. Yeah. Man, it was so many girls. We did not have space to move. I'm like, okay, that's like a nice to have, but like, it's now way too many.
Was that in the club P1?
No, it was like here in YE, a couple, probably it was in November or something. Man, we could not move.
Yeah, I remember that one. Yeah.
We could not move. That was the only time I'm like, nah, this is way too many. Yeah. So most guys, most people like would not have that problem, but that evening I'm like, nah, man, I can barely like talk to anyone because there's like way too many people. But most of the time, like you, like group of 8-10 people, I think is very ideal. Yeah, and it's totally doable.
I mean, if you're having problems like that, then you're essentially having other problems as well. So. For most guys, of course, this is a dream scenario to even come even close to a situation like that, but it's doable. 3 years ago, if one would say to me, hey, I was in the club surrounded by 30 girls and it was too hot, I would say like, motherfucker, how did you manage to do this? What is this kind of dark magic? How? And you're just worrying about being sweaty. I mean, 30 girls around you. And I mean, it's way easier to achieve something like this. You just have to know the right steps in order to do this.